Hey, hey, home savvy friends. It's your girl, Cherise Holder, your home and life design strategist, owner of Transformations Home and Life, and author of Interior Joy. Listen, so excited to come back and share with you the wonderful design styles in this model home tour. Did you see the tour? Hopefully you've seen the tour. If not, go back to my last video. Look for the video for the model home tour, because in this video, we're going to break down what is the design style, how to bring this style into your home affordably. You don't have to break the bank to have a beautiful home. You absolutely don't. I truly believe that having a beautiful space, good design is a necessity, not a luxury, because you can do it on any budget. So I'm going to give you some great tips that you can use in your home. So before we get started, let me put on my specs because I can't see you. I can see you now. I can see you. But before we get started, you guys, I need you to please subscribe to the channel. We work so hard bringing you great content, showing you how to have a beautiful life in everyday living, but beautiful style. So please subscribe to the channel and let's get right into it. Now, when you walk into this model home, it's so beautiful. You look to the right and this is what you see, this gorgeous dining room. It's simple, it's elegant, because personally, I like simplicity when it comes to accessorizing. And I find with my clients, accessorizing can be one of the most challenging things. It's that very last step, those final touches. They are so important in your home. You can have a gorgeous home with gorgeous architecture, but if you don't have a good design with the furnishings and the final accessories and color scheme, it's just going to fall flat and you're not going to enjoy the space as much as you possibly can. So you want to maximize your space. So here you see it's very simply accessorized. Now, did you guess the design style? It's very evident here. Take a look at that chandelier. Well, I'm not going to give it away just yet, but that dining room is absolutely gorgeous. Simple, elegant, great color flow. And this is what you see when you first walk into the space. So this is truly an open design floor plan, because right here from the front door, you see the dining room, you see into the kitchen and eating area, you also see the family room right from the front door. So it's just an absolute gorgeous view. You see the staircase right to your left, and you can also see the office to the left as well. So we're going to get to that. But let's take a look at that gorgeous family room as you walk in, and you'll see the color scheme is very neutral with the grayish, the grayish tan on the wall, and then a little accent peak of color here on the accent wall near the fireplace. Now, I want to highlight how, again, you don't need a whole lot to make a space beautiful. This space, I believe, is just very relaxed and calm and not overdone. I love large scale pictures on walls. Sometimes it's very difficult to figure out what to do with these very large open walls, and you can never go wrong with a simple canvas large scale picture for drama. Now take a look at this sofa table. This is a great way to define and divide a space, because when you have the sofa actually being used almost like a divider from one space to the other, when you have open floor plans, using furniture to divide and define spaces is critical. So instead of looking at just a bare back sofa, you have this sofa table right here behind it without a lot of accessorizing. You don't need to overdo it. Keep it simple. You have one nice, cute little structure, little statue structure right in the middle, and that is all that is needed. So this is the three areas of the main part of the home. So that family room, here you have a dining space right in the center, and then you have the kitchen and this beautiful sitting area off of the kitchen. Now listen, If this home did not have the beautiful decor that it has, with a wonderful layout of furnishings and the room zones well defined, if this space was empty and you walked into this home, you would not know what to do with this space. That's why it's so important to stage homes for model homes so people can understand, listen, this is where you're going to put your dining room, not your formal dining room, but your informal dining room right here in the center. I love it. It's an absolutely gorgeous space. Here's the view looking from that eating area into the kitchen, into the relaxing area off of the kitchen. I absolutely love this space. Now, I haven't gone into the design style yet. Just wondering if you figured it out. Well, you know what I would title this design? This design is what I would call transitional with a nod to farmhouse. And it even has a few kind of Afrocentric accessories here and there. It's a pretty unique kind of styling, don't you think? But it's definitely transitional with some modern farmhouse touches and even a few Afrocentric sort of pieces. Now, this model home is in an area where you will find a lot of African Americans, Blacks who are in the neighborhood. And so I'm assuming they wanted to bring in a few of those touches, even though it wasn't really an Afro-inspired space. It's definitely transitional with some farmhouse touches. Now, there's something that, there's a question I get from clients a lot, and it can be confusing as to rugs for your space. Now, I love the hardwood flooring, but I tend to be a rug kind of gal. I love rugs. It warms up the space. It brings added color and texture. And here, I want to show you, you don't have to get complicated with the rugs. You don't have to do all custom rugs. As a matter of fact, I don't think there were any custom rugs in this model home. So see here, when you're walking in the front door, something as simple as a 5x7, if you have a large space, is more than enough. So you don't necessarily need a mat right at the front door. Have your 5x7 large enough and have a color that is good for kind of camouflaging any kind of soil or dirt as you're walking into the space. So it doesn't have to be complicated. If it's a large foyer, just use a simple 5x7 here, and you'll notice here, this is the dining room, and this is actually going into an office space, which I'm going to show you soon. So these two rugs are actually the same pattern, but then you have a different pattern here in the foyer. So it has that unique geometric pattern on it, tone on tone, and it's the colors that connect the rugs together. So all of your rugs do not have to be the exact same rugs throughout the whole space, even though it's an open floor plan. Here you'll see that dining space we saw. It has one type of rug there, and then another neutral rug here in the family room. So as long as the colors, the undertones, and the color stories are complementary and look good together, that is what you need to focus on. But all of the rugs do not have to be the exact same rug throughout the space. So here's a picture of the rug. Now, another question I get, how large should the rug be in your space? Well, the general rule of thumb is, especially when you're using a rug to define a space, you want it to be large enough where all of the furniture can fit on the rug, right? Typically, the rule of thumb is for a dining space that once you pull the chair back from the table, it should still sit on the rug. That's not always practical. So I always like to share, in the world of design, there are, general formal rules and regulations, so to speak, just to sort of serve as a guide. It is not in your home. You do what you want to do. You do what you're able to do. You do what brings you joy. So If you need to buy a rug off the shelf and it's a basic size, that's what you're going to do. And that's what they did in this entire model home. So this rug is, it looks like it's probably a maybe 11 by 12. Now, when you pull the chairs back on the sides here, it will have enough space, but the ones on the end, it will come off the rug a little bit, but I mean, it's no big deal. Ideally, it'd be great to have one that's big enough, but if not, no big deal. Don't sweat it. Get whatever you can find in the stores. Here's another example. Here's the eating area off of the kitchen, which is really, really nice. I absolutely love it. I know exactly where they got those pillows. Oh, I saw them on the houzz.com website, as a matter of fact, where you can find those pillows. But you'll see here, this bench, it has the front legs on the rug, the back legs off of the rug. If that has to happen, no worries. That is what you do. Ideally, if the rug was large enough to fit everything, that's great. But in the real world, everyday living, getting something you can afford, finding what you can find off the shelf. Look, it's hard enough to get the right color and the right pattern, right? So if you have to get an 8 by 10 or 11 by 12, that's what's in the store and it works great in your space, make it work. If your front legs sit on the front, you should be good to go. Now, the other question I get a lot from clients, should all of the flooring be the exact same color? Well, guess what? It's nice if the color and the flooring is the same, especially in an open floor plan throughout the entire level. But you'll notice here on the stairs, it is a darker stained wood on the stair and even darker on the posts. As long as the undertones and the color story are the same or complement each other, that's all you should care about. I love being different and experimenting and doing what brings me joy in my space. It doesn't have to fit into some major rule, as long as the colors kind of flow together and are complementary. That is good enough. So take a look at that kitchen. Oh, now you know what else? Trending right now are these cone lights here. The cone shaped lights and pendants are just all the rage right now. So, you know, things come, they go, but these are easy to implement into your home, to be up to date and sort of trending, if you will. But I absolutely love this kitchen. It is so gorgeous. And can you just appreciate this island? Wow. If you have a large family, you have lots of kids, what a wonderful way to have a lot of space. I can just see all the food spread out and everybody just having this big family meal. I love it. I love it. I love it. Now, when I had my kids were younger, I didn't really care for a really long island. We had one and I literally made it shorter because I was tired of running all the way around to get to the kids over at the table, back into the kitchen. I literally, personally, when I had young kids, young babies, the really big island was a little bit of annoyance for me, but that might not be the case for you, and that is quite all right. But this island is amazing. I think it has 7 chairs, 6 chairs, six counter stools there. Just beautiful, absolutely beautiful. It literally is the size of a small pool. It's so large. Take a look at the sides here. So that blue is being repeated here on the island. I love the concept of doing an accent color on the island and then keeping the rest of your cabinetry, you know, pretty neutral, or you can have a natural wood tone. The white cabinetry is definitely classic and easy to use to make sure everything blends well. We are moving to the warmer tone cabinetry, but it's your home and you of course get to do exactly what you want to do. Now, this next picture, there's the farmhouse, right? So this is showing you a nod to the theme that's going on in this house. Transitional, which is a combination of classic, traditional, kind of updated with a contemporary, a little bit more of a modern, updated twist to your classic traditional styling. And they are adding the element of farmhouse. And I noticed when I came upstairs, boom, there was the farmhouse right on the wall. Now let's take a look at that master bedroom. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I just love it. Isn't this neat? This poster bed with this very slim posts, still giving you the feel and the drama of a poster bed without those posts being so extra large and thick. Oh, I just love it. It's slimmer, it's sleeker, still giving that nod to the traditional styling, but modernized and simple. Accessorizing, you guys, you don't have to complicate the process of accessorizing your space. Keep it simple. Work in groups of threes and make sure those 3 items are small, medium, and tall. And throughout the space, you'll see that done. Small, medium, and tall. And this nice, large, overscale picture here. Small, medium, and tall is all you have to remember when you're accessorizing your space. Here you'll see this dresser from a different angle, a different dresser. You have your tall, you have your really, really short here, and you have your medium over here. Very, very simple. You don't have to overdo it. Here, this is the sitting room. As you saw back here, you see the sitting room from the master bedroom. This is that sitting room, and you'll notice here on the end table, you have a short, a medium, and the lamp is serving as the tall. Groups of threes. Odd numbers work great when it comes to accessorizing, and you can't go wrong. I love how simply they accessorize the coffee table. I love the coffee table too. So it's a unique blend of nesting tables, one being glass and one being stone. I love that. So they're using books. Books are a wonderful way to accessorize your coffee tables or end tables. And so it has 3 groupings, literally. So a grouping of books here, a little grouping of the glasses and the pictures sitting on this wood platform here, the cutting board. And then this is a grouping, the book and the plant. So literally you view it as one when it's grouped. So it's literally 1, 2, 3, and guess what? They're using the small, medium, tall concept. Small, medium, and taller. Simple, right? That's all you have to remember, and it will work every time. Now let's take a look at the unique ceiling in this master bedroom. I love adding color to the ceiling. That is one of your largest spaces in your room, right? Your ceilings, your walls, your floors, the envelope of the space, and putting a pop of color up in the ceiling to take the eye up makes the room feel taller and larger. And I love how they've added the molding detail here. And this is the perfect blend of modern, traditional right here with the chandelier, sort of like a caged kind of chandelier, and then it has the little crystals draped like what you would see on a traditional chandelier. Beautiful little blend of traditional farmhouse, which is the nod to the theme that they have going on in this space. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Now let's go into the master bath. Oh, just simple, not overdone, but very nice, very clean look, very neutral. Here's that grayish. That you can't go wrong with the gray that has a warm tan undertone to it. You cannot go wrong. I love this color. I'm a warm tone person. I like warm colors, tans and earth tones. But the updated version of that is the gray, but the warmer gray, which is what you see here on the wall. You put that everywhere in your house, you can't go wrong. Then add little accent colors here and there, accent walls and things of that nature. You just can't go wrong. You'll be very happy with it, trust me. So here's the master bathroom, and I absolutely love, I wanted to see if I can do it, but here they have the bench going the long way in this shower stall. I love that. Instead of it going here, which would block the view into the bath, into the shower. They did it across the long accent wall. Beautiful. That gives you a longer bench and an ability to have more seating, and it will not block the view into the bathroom if it was going against the short wall here. So I absolutely love that. They have sort of this grayish brown tone to all of the cabinetry. So pretty. Now let's get into the bedrooms. Now this was one of the bedrooms with this sort of, this sort of greenish blue. Greens and blues are what they're using as the accent colors. And they have this very warm, this very cool sort of greenish blue tone in this bedroom, which was really, really pretty. Then you moved into another bedroom, which might be for a little boy, a young boy, or a teenager. They're using the hunter green version of the color, so they're still using green. So I love the color flow of different variations of greens. Here they're using the blue. So awesome, so nice. And then this is actually the bedroom that is down in the basement. So they've used another variation of green, and I love wide bands of color. I've always loved doing this. I did this in one of my clients' homes, and actually we did it in her did that in her bathroom, and she loved it. But the wide band keeps it from being too busy and gives that element of different colors on the wall without being too busy. Now let's take a look at the basement. Ooh. Everything totally open. And again, all of the zones are created and defined by the rugs and the furniture. So here you see this really cool counter height table, which is so nice, right? Look at that. And then it has a pool table area over in this area here, and then a sitting, relaxation, conversation area there in the back. Here is the pool table. I love this, how they envelope the entire area in that brick. So they're defining this specific space with the brick in this room. And they carried the flooring, just all the same flooring all throughout the entire house. You don't have to complicate things. Keep it all the same. It doesn't make it complicated. Very simple. Here's the sitting area. Love it, love it, love it. They do have the large rug. It's probably an 11 by 12. And you have the sofa and your two swivel chairs here. Console with the television here. So that's the key to furnishing really large open spaces. Defining the zones, creating the different seating zones according to the function that you want to have in the basement. So you have, let's go back a little bit. So you have this sitting, chat and chew kind of area here. Then over here you have your pool table. Have a great time there. And then back here you have your sitting, conversation, watch television area over here. I love how they've broken the space up. Now we're looking back towards the staircase. They have this whole wet bar area right here off to the side. Really, really nice. And then they have this nice little display, sort of open bookcase here. And look at what's on the wall here. What is that? Shiplap. There is again the nod to the farmhouse. You didn't believe me, did you? It is definitely transitional, which is traditional and modern, traditional sort of contemporary, brought up to date with the farmhouse accessories. Beautiful, beautiful backsplash here on the open bar. The restroom is here. And here you see a peek right into this next room. I love it. This is sort of the quasi theater room. This is one of my favorite rooms in this entire house. And the reason is it doesn't have the typical theater seats. I was never a big fan of theater seats, and they're all facing like this large theater screen, and all you're looking at is the back of everyone's head. I wasn't a fan of that. Now here, let me just share why I love the layout of this space. So they have the sofa. It has its own coffee table. So that's one zone. And then you have the zone here in the front. And what I love about it, you all, is that these are swivel chairs. So now, if everyone's not watching a movie on the TV screen, which we'll see in a bit, you can turn these chairs around and have a conversation with those who are sitting on the sofa. I love this. Absolutely love it. You don't need an oversized room to have a theater room. It can be a smaller room, very intimate, cozy, perfect for conversation when you bring in swivel chairs. And I love how this sofa has its own coffee table, and then the swivel chairs has its own coffee table. What a way to break that room down. Here's looking back towards this cool focal wall back here, done with the wood detailing on the wall. Love it. All of the accessories in that wonderful wood tone, distressed wood, a nod to the farmhouse. And here's a view with television, the console. You have the barn doors here on the front. And here's the little coffee table with this little old school video movie camera. I mean, it's just beautiful. I love it. It's simple. It's elegant. It's to the point. It's zoned well. It creates conversation when the chairs can swivel back the other way. And I just love it. So that is my absolute favorite room out of this whole house. So I hope you enjoyed the tour of this model home, and you can see the details of transitional farmhouse with a few Afrocentric sort of accessories here and there. You can put in whatever accessories you want. It's all about the color story. So when the colors blend, the undertones are done well, and you flow the color. They took this blue and they put it through almost every room, whether it was blue or whether it was green. Those were the colors that were used throughout the entire house. Absolutely loved it. So if you want to see the tour, movie sort of flowing as a movie with the music, take a look at that video. You'll absolutely enjoy the whole thing. And I hope you enjoyed the breakdown of the design style and you were able to pick up a few tips for your own home. But the take home will be, make sure you have a great color story. Make sure you break down your rooms into different zones. Your rugs, you don't have to spend a lot of money on custom rugs. You can get them off the shelf. And it's okay if all of the furniture doesn't fit on the rug. Just try to get it as large as you can for the space, but make sure it fits in the space because they're perfect for dividing and creating those zones in your space. All right, that's it. So until our next model home tour, I'm Cherise Holder, your home and life design strategist, owner of Transformations Home and Life, and author of Interior Joy. And I definitely enjoyed this time with you. Again, make sure you subscribe if you're enjoying our content, you're learning some great things for your home. Like this video, subscribe, share it with others, hit the notification bell, and follow us on our Instagram channel. It is at Cherise Transformations, our Instagram platform. All right, it was a wonderful pleasure. Take care, and until next time.